Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome to Renee Box Young. Thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, sharing your support, tuning into lives, commenting in the comment sections of the videos. Y'all know what it is, man. Renee Box Young, how I do it. This is a flash live out of nowhere, man. As I posted on social media, as I posted on Instagram some time ago, you know what I'm saying, a minute ago, that we're going to have Mighty Mouse up in the building, man. I finally got, a chance. He got a window of time. And Mighty Mouse is up in the building, and I really appreciate it, man. It's awesome. And I just want to chop it up with Mighty Mouse, man, with, concerning his movement. Chain with Ice, what's going on, man? You're already jumping in the building. Thank you guys so much, man. What's up, Chain with Ice? How you doing, bro? Chris Reyna, what's going on, fam? Hey, what's going on, bro? It's great to see you guys. So we got Mighty Mouse in the building, man. And I want to get right to this, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Because his time is precious, just like your time is precious. Share this, man. Go ahead and share this because it's some good stuff right here, man. I got some things to ask Mighty Mouse, man, definitely, because of his movement, and I just want him to explain it and break it down to y'all. Monty Brown TV, what's going on, family? Jay Gibson, what's going on? Family's already jumping in here. Go ahead and share this, man, because this is special. This is a special show, definitely, and it's all for you. You know what I'm saying? It's all for you. And lots of stuff to talk about. Like I'm saying, man, Mighty Mouse, his movement, U.F.L, man, Underground Fighting League. I mean, he's doing big things, man, and it's just an honor for him to be here. Mighty Mouse is a humble guy. You know what I'm saying? The Kool-Aid man, what's going on, man? Family's jumping in the building. So I really want to get to it. Phil J, I see you. Thank you guys so much, man. So I'm going to go ahead and unmute Mighty Mouse's mic. Hey, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Right on, bro. How you doing today, man? How you doing tonight, Mighty Mouse?
Man, pretty good, man. Just went up to the Mexican grocery shop, man, and got some food and ate some steak burritos, man. I'm on a pretty strict diet right now. I got a fight coming up June 25th, man, on Fight TV. So I've been staying pretty strict with my diet.
So what is you're shooting for like 175, I think, wasn't it?
No, actually it was going to be 155, but it looks like I might be able to pull a catch weight at 160, man. It's an MMA pro fight. So we're thinking maybe 160, but if not, I still have to get to 55.
Oh, right on. Yeah, man. Thank you guys so much for jumping in the building. I see Monty Brown saying that you love his Twitch channel. Right on, bro. Yeah, we got Mighty Mouse live and in color. Now, just let you guys know the reason why his camera's not on is because so we can get the best sound quality possible. We did a little mic check earlier a moment ago, and it was kind of jittery with the camera, with Mighty Mouse's camera. So that's why you don't see him right now. Just to let you guys know, okay? So this is the official Mighty Mouse. Y'all know what it is, all right? Y'all know how I do it here, man. I ain't playing games down here on this platform. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, man. So, Mighty Mouse, first and foremost, how you doing? Your family? How is everybody, man?
Man, I'm pretty good, man. Staying healthy, man. Working out, training. We just moved out to Vegas, so kind of a weird situation being away from a beach. I'm used to being, near the water all the time. So, but it's not bad out here, man. It's hot as hell. Probably the hottest state I think I've ever been in. But other than that, man, it's pretty cool out here.
Right on. So Vegas, bro. Interestingly, I remember you were driving through Arizona. I grew up in Arizona, yep. Bro. I grew up there all my life, man. Most of my life at least. Beautiful. I love the West Coast, man. So, and where did you move from, man?
Virginia Beach, man. Actually, I'm from DC, Washington DC, but I've been living in Virginia Beach, man. My dad was in the military and all that stuff. So we were down near the military bases all the time growing up, and yeah, but 20 minutes outside. It's called Newport News, but it's easier just to tell people Virginia Beach, man, because they'll be able to understand where it's at a little bit better.
Oh, right on. I kind of want to start, bro, like with I usually do it like just it's kind of like a freestyle interview stuff. You know what I'm saying? Based on what you say, and we just go off of that. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, Mighty Mouse, I just want to appreciate you, bro. You're a real guy. You're a real dude, man. You're a real one. You know what I'm saying? You're humble down. Yeah, bro. You're humble down to earth. And that's why, ever since I've been seeing your content for a while, man, I've been seeing it. I got hooked on it. U.F.L, the whole movement you have. And let's just start with that, with what you just said a moment ago. You grew up, with the military, father. How has that affected you, man, in your upbringing?
Well, my dad ended up ultimately, man, going to prison. So I followed in his footsteps pretty much all the way around the board, man, from fighting in the streets. He got me into wrestling. I come from a wrestling family. So we wrestled since we were, 7 years old. I wrestled since second grade. And, fighting and stuff in the streets all the time, man, to and then ultimately going to juvenile correctional centers and group homes and institutions, and and then prison, man. So I've been all through it as well. I followed him basically all the way.
Oh, so he, like, you didn't grow up like in like a strict household, like very disciplined and
Well,
things like that.
yeah, mostly because of my mom, man. I'm part Middle Eastern, man. So my mom and them are really really tough, man. My mom's was a lot. My dad was way more laid back than my mom was, man. My mom is sad. She still is, man. She's a savage, man. That no games, no playing around, total straight games. You hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, man. Just my mom's like real strict. My son, my 15-year-old lives with her now, so yeah, she's really strict on him as well. You know what I mean? That's just the way that my grandparents,
Yeah, you there, bro?
Here, can you hear me?
Yeah, continue. It just kind of cuts off. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, but other than that, man, I wrestled all through school, wrestled, all the way in high school, won states in high school, districts and regionals every year, and then got locked up and threw away scholarships and everything, and went to a juvenile correctional center, um, and then was out for about 6 months, and then went to the adult prison.
Wow, man. You had scholarship opportunities.
A lot of scholarships, yeah. A lot of Virginia schools. I had George Mason. I had VCU. I had Mount Vernon. I had Wake Forest. Man.
Yeah, check.
You hear me?
Yeah, I got you now. Okay, real quick, Mighty Mouse. I mean, it's all good. We can tolerate it cuts off. It's normal, man. It's no problem. And just real quick, in the chat, man, if anybody has any questions, man, and y'all know how it is, man. If you guys see any those who have the wrenches, man, depending on who jumps in eventually or what have you, if anybody shows any disrespect to Mighty Mouse, y'all know what it is, man. Just go ahead and cut him off. You know what I'm saying? But the cool thing is here on the platform, people don't really disrespect, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So I see you guys jumping in the building. I really appreciate you. If you guys have any questions for Mighty Mouse, go ahead and throw it in there. Bingo, OG, I see you, man. DP Rocka family, thanks so much, man. So Mighty Mouse, bro, I got a question for you, man. Did you ever, like, when you were, coming up, growing up, you said you were fighting on the streets and, getting in that trouble a little bit, going to juvie hall and stuff like that. Did you ever see yourself, like, eventually going to prison? Did you ever see that?
Well, like I said, when my dad went to prison and stuff, man, we thought we got the prison pictures, the working out and the training, and you'd see, all the guys in the background flexing their muscles with the tattoos and all that stuff, man. So it was more of an intriguing thing than it was their real lifestyle. And I know because I've sent those type of pictures out. You know what I mean? So, but it's definitely not a fun situation, man. But like I said, yeah, it was more intriguing stuff.
Ah, okay. And so, bro, so you juvenile, going through that stuff, living that crazy wild life and stuff like that, and then you go to prison. What, this is a question I had, bro. This is a question I have been boiling in my heart, my mind ever since I've been seeing your content, thinking one day, hopefully I'll get to talk to this guy. You know what I'm saying? What made you make like the change in your heart? Like, you know what, I'm going to do something positive. How did this all start, this whole U.F.L thing? And first and foremost, the change with you, man.
Well, man, like I said, man, it helps me like to get on these live feeds and work out and help these other guys. It's kind of therapy for me too. You know what I mean? So seeing guys change and working out and getting just doing healthy styles. They don't necessarily have to be fighting every single day on my YouTube. We talk everything from workouts to diet tips to training to prison talk, all the way down to religion. So it's therapy for me too, man. It helps me get through. And when I see it change and help other people, it helps me out in the long run also, man. But it didn't start out that way. It actually started out. I have a young son, and it all started out with me making videos of myself working out and sparring and all that type of stuff, just in case anything ever happened to me, man. Because when I went to prison, we didn't there was really no social media. We didn't have really do the YouTube thing. We didn't have no real videos out there and stuff like that. And I wish I ever did, because I'd have a lot of my MMA fights that I had from before I got locked up. I would have all that stuff, you know, saved up on file somewhere, man. So I really didn't have nothing except for a bunch of pictures. So I was like, all right, well, I'll start this YouTube thing. Never in the thought process that it would turn into what it was. It was just basically me sparring and stuff. In case anything ever happened to me, my sons would be able to see, you know, videos of me doing what I do. You know what I mean?
Wow. So that's how it all started. Huh? So but did the whole change with you, was it when you were in prison or when you got released?
Nah, man, I pretty much, man, this whole last bid was a drag, man, because I was already established, doing good and driving tractor trailers and all that stuff, man. So I had already pretty much changed, man. I wasn't really in the streets robbing and running up at people's houses and doing all that type of shit and selling drugs anymore, like talk, here and there, but it wasn't really when I was younger. So it was kind of more of a drag than anything, man. So I was just waiting to get released, and I already knew what I was coming out here to do, getting back in the tractor trailer and just doing the right shit, you know, because like I said, I had already lost my other son. You know, his mom overdosed and died, and my mom took over with him, and I went to prison and pretty much lost all of his life. You know what I'm saying? He's getting ready to turn 16 now. So, you know, I lost all of his days. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna lose my youngest son's days. So I figured I would, you know what I mean, do the right thing no matter what. And I have a job and a career, and I help all I have a lot of kids get their CDL, since they've been home. And I do a lot of the reentry programs. I was on the returning to cover of the Returning Citizen magazine, and we do help a lot of guys get jobs. And I got electricians that help guys. I got guys that do floor covering and heating and air conditioning and all that stuff that were locked up that pretty much do all the same stuff. But I do pretty much help the guys get their Class A CDLs so they can come out here and drive tractor trailers and stuff.
And I remember you just posted a video. You just posted it, and I was watching it earlier when you sent me that link, and I was already watching it. As a matter of fact, you had permission. That's what's kind of weird. I want to ask you that, like, from what I understand, like felons former, ex felons who have been in the prison system, but you got permission to go back to those areas.
Yeah, I go back into prisons. I do the reentry programs. With she's the head probation officer in the state of Virginia, but she was a counselor at one of the prisons that I was at, and she, along with the Return of Citizen magazine, are like the head people. The Return of Citizen magazine is nationwide for federal and state, and I was on the cover of that. But she does all the reentry for all the prisons in the state of Virginia. As soon as this COVID stuff is over, we're going to be doing a lot of that. But we were going to start a thing on the TV show Showtime. But the plan was we were going to go into the prisons and we're going to follow 3 inmates about 6 months before they come home, and we were going to help them get their CDLs and see if after they've been out, they got their CDLs, they got a career making $60,000-$70,000 a year, would they still go back to committing crime? And this was basically to see if we could stop the recidivism rates in the state of Virginia, to see if guys were given the opportunity to have a career and have a life, would they still go back to selling drugs and robbing and running up on people and doing whatever else they were doing before they went in. So, and then we were going to go back a year later and see those same 3 people and see exactly where they were a year later, if they were back in prison or they still driving trucks. Because I felt the guy Danny Rios get his CDL. I was actually just talking about him today. And he's a millionaire now. He's got several trucks out there on the road. He's got a Target and Amazon contract. I mean, he's getting paid, man. And he's getting ready to put another truck out now. And I helped him get his shit. We were talking about this the whole time he was locked up, man. When I get out, I'm getting my CDL. When I get out, I'm getting my CDL. and I showed him exactly how to get it and what to do and go through the workforce and go through the Goodwill. And so they'll pay for all that. He did everything that I told him step by step. And now he's got 4 trucks out there, man, making, probably a couple $1 million a year, man.
Wow, man, that's awesome. You're changing lives, man. I mean, you're changing lives, man. Like, so this whole stuff, it stopped with the COVID stuff, right? With you going to prison and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Okay.
Repeat what you said, Renee.
That's all good. It's all good.
Repeat what you said.
So you going back to the prisons, it stopped. There was a halt because of the COVID, right?
Oh yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Man, visitors aren't even allowed to have visitors from their family right now in our prison system, let alone go back in and talk to inmates. You can't do anything, man. They basically got video visits over a TV screen, man. Some people haven't seen their kids in like over a year. You can't go into no visiting rooms anymore.
My gosh, man. My gosh. And so, yeah, okay, that's awesome what you're doing, dude, in that aspect, man. I mean, in a lot of realms. So you're doing U.F.L full time, or is it full time?
Yeah, it is now because the YouTube is pretty profitable, man. It's enough profit that I don't have to be in the tractor trailer. If it gets to a point where it's not being profitable, I was thinking about actually buying a truck here. We were just actually talking about that, and trying to start my own business and pretty much do what I helped Danny do and that he's doing right now, and trying to have my own trucking company, man.
Man, that's awesome stuff, bro. Now, dude, I just got several questions on my mind, man. I just got to go slow here. So when did U.F.L like start launching, bro? And when did you start? Like, when did you decide I'm gonna call it U.F.L? When did it start like launching? Around what year?
All right, it was about 2 years ago now, I guess. I was with another group of people that were running a fight league, and uh, Vice TV came to me, and they didn't want to do a video with them. They wanted to do a video on me specifically, and I actually canceled that Vice TV for that other fight league, and I was going to run that, and I ended up running fights anyway that weekend, but I canceled it with Vice because because Vice wanted the whole real underground scene of the fights. They really wanted to have the nitty gritty shit. So we were going to put on that we were going to give them exactly what they wanted, and the other group basically, just because they didn't want to use them, they basically sabotaged me into thinking that it would be harmful for their group and all this other stuff. So I was like, all right, cool, I'll cancel it. I canceled it, and I ended up running about 30 fights that day in Richmond, Virginia. By the time those fights were done, all of us were blocked out of that group, and they tried to discredit my name and all this other shit. So I snapped, and I was trying to fight them and trying to do all sorts of street shit, and after that, it was like, man, okay, well, screw you then. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much everybody thinks I'm the face of this shit anyway. So why not start my own? And that's exactly what I did. And it's blown up from there. And I think I'm one of the only ones. Now I know Dwayne Fletcher owns the Guns Down Gloves Up logo. It's his. And he's copyrighted the slogan. It's his. I work directly with him. With his name's Wiz, Dwayne Fletcher. I work directly with him. Me and him are the ones that did the entire underground fight league for Zab Judah's card, for the celebrity boxing. Everybody that fought on the underground, on the undercard for the celebrity boxing was U.F.L fighters. Every single fighter on there has fought on the U.F.L. So we're working directly with Zab Judah right now, doing all his underground fights and everything for the Guns Down Gloves Up movement. And but me personally, I'm the only. Now I'm not saying that Wiz hasn't traveled around and been to a couple of my fights at different places, but as of right now, I'm the only one that's doing what I'm doing as far as going from state to state and all over the country running these fights. Nobody else is doing this shit.
Yeah, I remember that. That's when I started catching on to your channel, as a matter of fact, when it started really blowing up, man, about a year and a half ago, something like that. I really started checking out the fights and all that. I mean, there's some talented, man. Okay. Did you think it was going to grow like this, man?
I don't know, man. No, I didn't. I didn't know. I knew that I could put on a lot of fights because I was linked into a lot of fighters. So I knew that I could put on fights, but I didn't think that I definitely didn't think that I was ever going to leave the state of Virginia. I thought I was always going to be in the 757 area or the Richmond area. I never thought that I was going to be able to take it and run with it like I have and people to gravitate towards it. No, I definitely didn't see that coming.
Bro, I got a question, man. I mean, It's awesome how I see, man. You go to neighborhoods. How do you recruit or scout areas? That's like a question I have, bro, because we already know, man. Nowadays, in this era, it seems like everyone has a freaking gun, man. I mean, all these youngsters out there nowadays, man. Violence is so, and that's why I admire the movement, man. U.F.L.
Yeah.
Because you're inspiring and you're guiding the youth, whether they're young or adults, what have you, to do something positive, not kill, because it's crazy, bro. The freaking
Yeah.
the death toll rate. I don't know if you know the statistics. I don't really get too much into numbers, but I know it's freaking increasing every year. Right now, in the first quarter of 2021, it's record highs, man.
Mm-hmm.
Record
Yeah.
freaking highs. Yeah.
Yeah, man. How pretty much, man. I talk to a lot of people. We have a Facebook group page and stuff like that. And I get guys on my live feed that are like, Miles, why don't you come to this area? Why don't you come here? Why don't you come there? And I'm like, all right, well, hit me up on the Gmail. Hey, we got a lot of killings in this area. We got a lot of bad things going on in this area and such and so forth. And I'm like, all right, well, hit me up and I'll try to come. I'll try to come to your area. Just holler at me. And what ends up happening is they end up hitting me up and I end up coming out there, man. And I've been like out to Oak Cliff. I've been out there several times, running fights in the hoods, and I've been out to LA and I've been to Pittsburgh and I've been to Opelika, in the hoods, man, Atlanta in the hoods, South Carolina, Baltimore, Philly, Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx. I've been everywhere, man. To Camden, New Jersey, 3 or 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really out here in these streets, and we go out here and we donate. And we bring gloves and bags out there, and we spend time Richmond and Portsmouth and stuff like that, even my own cities. And we bring guns, not guns. We bring the guns down, gloves up movement out there, and we bring bags out there and gloves and donate them out there to neighborhoods that don't have shit. And we basically go out there and train with the guys, and we get those guys and we recruit them. And we have a lot of guys that train full time now that are in those hoods that are like, when are you guys coming back? I've had city councilmen write stuff on us, man, because we've had 4 different gangs in one yard at one time in Oak Cliff. We had GDs, Crips, Bloods, and Tongo Blast all in one yard at one time. And that's not and that's on all of our yards. And he was just like, he's lived in Oak Cliff his whole life, and he's never seen those gangs cross over any of those boundaries and borders ever. So he's like, so he wrote an entire thing on us. We had the senators up in the Bronx where they've actually allowed us to use their community center to run fights at. I've had the chief of police, not the regular police, but the chief of police in Camden. We had over 13 cops out there watching my event in Camden in the hood because they were so scared of gang retaliation. And I had Bloods, Pyrus. I had to get permission to even film out there from the Pyrus out there to even film out in that neighborhood in Camden. And if people know Camden, Camden is one of the worst cities in the nation, period. And we got permission out there, and we had the Pyrus and everything out there, and we had them put on gloves. I've had cops down in South Carolina, cops and military guys come out there for the Guns Down, Gloves Up movement, and cops come out there and box. And narcotics task force and gang units come out there and put gloves on with guys from the streets. You know what I'm saying? So we've had it. We've had it all, man. We've had it all.
Cops box too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, go watch my
That's
Foundry
awesome.
boxing, man. They let us use their gym, man. They let us use their gym, and we've had cops come up to Camden where they thought they were going to stop what we were doing, and they ended up spectating, and we actually got offered gyms out there to use so we don't have to fight in the streets.
My gosh, dude. My God. Okay, we got a question here. I think you went to Texas recently. We got the question here by Chris Reyna. Says, ever think about coming to Austin, Texas?
No, we haven't thought about Austin, man. I've had people want us to come to Austin, San Antonio also, man. I've ran Houston, and I've ran Dallas about 5 times, and I've ran Denton, and I've ran Fort Worth. I haven't thought about Austin yet.
Okay, actually, he's saying more here. He says, everything about coming to Austin, Texas. We got 2 parks, Chicano and Givens Park, where every Sunday you got people from the neighborhoods that go out and hang there. Your league would do great there, he says.
Man, hit us up, man. Like I said, hit me on my Gmail, man. And that's exactly what he's saying right there is exactly how we end up in some of these places. So hit me on the Gmail. It's UFLMightyMouse@gmail.com, man. And let's talk. We can definitely set something up. If you think something big can happen out there, or you think that an area is needed, we can definitely make something happen, man. That's how we've been able to do what we've been doing.
Heck yeah, man. That's what it's about, man. This is exactly why I want to do this. One of the reasons, at least, Mighty Mouse, is to have the community here that jumps on with me live, who collaborates with me when I do box talk, so that they can ask you questions so this could spread more, man. So Mighty, bro, like concerning that with the neighborhoods, because, you have areas that are, have you ever been in a dangerous situation, bro, where you're like in a neighborhood? Because, gangs and stuff like that, they're territorial, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes when they see a car or unknown car, they're like, hey, who's that? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever been in a situation like that, of that nature?
Yeah. Well, we've had somebody get shot at our DC event, and so yeah, we've been out there. I've had Bloods chase a dude around the car with guns. I've been at Oak Cliff where the guy came and put an AK on the hood of his car in the woods fights. Yeah, man, we've been in some sketchy situations in a lot of these places, man. We've been in sketchy stuff. I go back into these neighborhoods. I do like, if you watch some of my videos on my YouTube, like I go back into some of these neighborhoods like that you see on TV and stuff like that. Not necessarily getting out and fucking mingling with people and stuff, but for what I do, like if it's something that I grew up on watching, like Menace to Society or Boys in the Hood, or watching like rap videos or whatever, man. I grew up, I turned, I'm 43 years old, so I grew up in the era of the West Coast gangster rap and all that type of stuff, man. So, going into like some of those neighborhoods are only neighborhoods that I've only heard of or seen on TV or videos or whatever, man. So I'll actually go back into those neighborhoods and I'll drive through, and I wanted to see them for myself. And that's how it really started out, doing some of those neighborhood videos. And then I was like, man, somebody else from the East Coast might want to see this same shit, man. They might be banging the same gang out here. I'm on Piru Street. They might be like, man, hey, we're Pirus, but we live out in, South Carolina or Atlanta or whatever. We've never really been to Piru Street. So I started filming stuff while I was out there. During the daytime, I'm not invading anybody's space. I'm not out there like walking on their streets or blocks, or, just basically a quick drive through and a drive right to hell, right back out. You know what I mean? And some people are offended by it, you know what I mean? But I don't give a shit.
I remember you. I remember you were doing some stuff, some work with Reggie Barnett, right, from BKFC. Yeah, and I remember when you were there was a video, and he was teaching you some moves and bare knuckle. I love, I post content also on BKFC. I love BKFC, man, and the sport of boxing. And I remember you were with Reggie. I was like, oh gosh, this is awesome. And there was one video in particular where you guys were doing like a demonstration on how to clinch on the inside, how to punch on the inside. And you said that in that video, bro, and I couldn't believe it, dude. You said, oh, I got a broken rib, so don't hit on this side. So you had a broken rib. How did that happen, man?
That actually happened from Bobby Fresh, man. I was sparring with Bobby, and Bobby had broke my rib right before he fought. What's his name? Slight work. Right before he fought Slight work. I was up there. I sparred with, and I've sparred with Bobby 1,000 times before, but he hit me just right, man, and broke my fucking rib, man.
Oh my gosh, dude! But were you taking any pain pills, man, or anything?
Man, I have surgeries, dude, and I don't really mess with the pain pills, man. But I'm gonna tell you, it took that shit right there, that broken rib, man. That shit takes longer to heal than surgeries do sometimes, man. That shit took almost 3 months for my rib to heal all the way back up, and I broke it in 2 spots. They X-rayed the shit, and the first time I went to the doctor, they didn't even pick it up as broke. And I was like, man, a week later, I was like, man, there's something, man. I had to sleep sitting up. I was like, man, something's not right, man.
But you were walking with a 40-pound vest.
I know, man. So, I was like, well, if my rib's not broke, I can work out. So I'm walking. I got my 40. Man. I got my 40. Dude, I got my 40. I'm like, oh, if it's a bruise, I'm gonna work through this shit. So I got a 40-pound. I got a 40-pound vest on out there, and with weights in my hands, I'm out there shadow boxing, and the whole time my shit really was broke. So I was like, man, I got back to the house, like, man, something's not right, man. I said, there's no way that this is a bruise. I was like, man, I can't breathe. I said, something's messed up, man. So I went back to the hospital, and this time they found the breaks. And I was like, man, how did you miss that the first time, man?
They probably didn't have to touch the 40-pound vest.
Yeah. So, yeah, but it screwed me up, man. I was like, man, but that took like 3 months for that shit to heal.
I hear your girl in the background. Salute to Mrs. Mighty Mouse. Salute to Mrs. Mighty. Okay. Hey, this is from Mexico, man. I live in Mexico. Salute from Mexico, man, all the way down south. You know what I'm saying? So all love to y'all. bro. And I remember that's why I admire people like that, like you, man. I mean, you're in the you're in the line of fire, bro. You're in the I don't know what they call it, but you're doing the hard work out in the streets, man. Even with the broken rib, you're out there grinding, dude. Like, I remember, I don't know if you've seen it before. There was an interview some time ago with Brock Lesnar. You know what I'm saying? Former, I don't know if he still wrestles, but also fought in UFC. That guy, man, he has his war stories, man. That dude would wrestle with broken ribs, man. He would just take alcohol and pain pills and go back at it, living that. Yeah.
Dude, that's a lot of those wrestlers, man. You met Kurt Angle won the gold medal, man, in wrestling in the Olympics with a broken neck. You know what I'm saying? Those dudes, some of those wrestlers, man, they think that shit's fake. Those dudes those dudes live on pain pills, man. Those dudes live on drugs to get by, man. They just get slammed on their head on a regular, man. It's, even though it's fake or whatever, you can't stop gravity. Those dudes go through it, and all those guys are in. I talked to Dana Brooks. He's in the WWE. That's Uli Monster's wife. You know what I'm saying? So I talked to a few of the WWE superstars that are out there, and I'm telling you, and she was married to Batista at one time. And man, them people go through it, man. Those dudes live in consistent agony for the rest of their lives.
You see, that's the thing, man. A lot of us don't even, we don't contemplate those things with boxers, with MMA fighters, with even, wrestlers, or you know what I'm saying? You out on the grind, going all over the country, man, going to all these states. You have to run the risk of going to neighborhoods where there's gangs, thugs, man, who are really living it. They're strapped all the time. And you go out there, you know what I'm saying? That's why, dude, I had to talk to you. I had to bring this on my platform because it's like, dude, my hat's off to you, bro, and to your wife, man. She's next to you, backing you up. Okay, now how long? I don't want to get into details. It's your personal life, you know what I'm saying? But how, did she always ride with you concerning this whole movement, man?
Yeah, she was with me and through prison and all that stuff, man. So yeah, she rode with me the whole time I was in prison, and she's I got a son with her and stuff, and she comes when she can. You know what I mean? It gets expensive to try to bring the whole family along for the ride when I'm traveling and stuff. But yeah, she helps out with the Facebook group pages and the YouTube and getting videos up and stuff like that. So she does help out for sure.
Right on. And salute to your wife, bro. Like I'm saying, sometimes we think it's all just alone, but man, you got a strong wife with you, man. That's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Great family, and the support, exactly. And so I remember you were mentioning also in another video, I think it was in a live, because like I said, I'm constantly seeing your content, bro. And you push so much content, bro. It's hard to keep up, man. I can't. you push a lot of content, bro.
Yeah.
And I remember you mentioning in one of them that you're starting to now it's getting to the point where fighters are starting to get paid. They have a little opportunity there, right?
Yeah, well, we have not just that. The Philly event will be the first event that people are getting paid. We're doing like a $500 basically fight of the days for girls and guys. A few of those and stuff. But we got management teams, and that's the ultimate thing. We have Capital Fight Management. We got Team Certified Sports. We got Footwork Productions. We got 1913 Sports. We have real management teams out here, and we've had like Spotty just fought his first pro fight under Footwork. Like, we have guys out here that are getting signed out of the yards, so they're actually coming out here to fight, and they're getting signed pro contracts with Juan Matalvo, Capital Fight Management, and all these guys. They're actually getting signed, and they're actually being able to get gym memberships paid for and get out here and actually get contracted fights, man, and actually fight. War Jones, one of my guys, he's on his second pro fight. Guy just actually backed out May 1st, but he was on his second. That's what he said, but I heard that he went to Florida or some shit. But yeah, anyway, got backed out on him and stuff, man. But we're getting guys, they're pro cards, and really, pushing guys out here that want to make a career out of this, and they're getting found. The Footwork guy, my guy from Footwork Productions, he was like, man, I'm out here trying to find the diamonds in the rough, man. I'm out here trying to find these guys that don't have big sanctioned fight backgrounds, but kind of like your Kimbo Slice type people. Drew just signed to toe the line in bare knuckle, man. I found Drew in the yard, and now he's getting signed. Roger just got signed to toe the line. I got guys that are, and if they win toe the line, they'll be on BKFC. So we're getting guys out of this yard that are making moves, man.
I think you just mentioned a moment ago, Spotty, right? Is he from Texas?
He's from Texas, yeah.
Yeah, he's a youngster, right?
Yep, young, yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
hey, I saw him. I saw one of his fights like a year. Oh, I think it was recorded a year ago. Or something. That boy got some skills, man.
Yeah, man. He just fought his first pro fight. Yeah, he beat up my boy Beast, man. Actually, Little Beast from out in Philly, at the Philly event, and that was my event. No, it wasn't. It was at Queens. That was my Queens event.
Yeah, that boy has some. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh!
Yeah.
he fought a pro. He fought a pro boxing fight. Now he's in pro boxing.
Yeah, he just fought. He fought his first pro boxing match a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
What's his full name like so platform here can follow him.
What the hell
It's
is
Spotty Too Naughty.
Spotty Too Naughty? If you guys want to look him up on Instagram, it's Spotty Too Naughty. But
Spotty
as
Too
far
Naughty.
as
Okay.
Spotty Too Naughty,
Number two
and then Naughty. But as far as like his full name, man, dude,
No, it's all good. Don't worry about it. No, well,
yeah.
eventually we'll see him. Yeah, the community will check him out. All right, cool.
Yep.
Real quick, bro. I mean, there's a question here by DP Rock, a family right there. He's saying anytime soon in Cincinnati or Kentucky.
We ran Portsmouth, Ohio, twice actually, and we had an event that we were supposed to do in Columbus, Ohio, but the venue, it was an inside facility, and because of the COVID, for some reason, they weren't allowing us to have any type of real capacity in there. And the way that I promote our fights and what we do, I can't stop the amount of people that show up. You know what I'm saying? The way we promote it on our Facebook group page is basically everybody's free, everybody's welcome, just show up to get on the card. And when I say everybody just show up to get on the card, that could be 20, 30, 50 fights. I've had almost 70 fights in Texas. So in one day. So if you're telling me that I got guys that come from clean across the country to Columbus, Ohio, and all of a sudden, you can only put on 5 or 10 fights, man, that's not going to work. So, I can't promote something that you're putting a cap on how many people show up. I can't do it. So we ended up canceling the Columbus event. But my guy Mike, he's out there in Portsmouth, Ohio. So we'll be back, and that's right on the Kentucky border and West Virginia border. They're all like right there in that little area.
Oh, right on. There's another question. Do you mind, bro? These questions?
No.
Cool. Okay, here's another question, man. It says here, this is a good question. That's what I was going to ask you earlier. How do the call outs work for you? Like when they call you out, I've seen some you take it easy on and some you don't.
Well, I basically, I'm 11-5 in amateur MMA, man. And I'm actually getting ready to fight my first pro fight. I would have fought a pro fight 2 or 3 years ago. I've had a lot of issues. I've been at pro fights. I've had guys back out on me on the scale, actually. I've even cut all the weight that I was supposed to cut. I got my contract money. So I've been on the pro fight scale ready to roll, but there's always been some type of issue that's always happened, man. So, and I'm older now. I'm never going to be the MMA fighter that I was back in the day, but but I'm still healthy and I still feel like I could still do a pro fight. So I'm going to go ahead and try it, man, and just do it. And as far as the call outs go, I pretty much, anybody that wants to come out, man, I might literally put the gloves on, and people will tell you this, anybody that's ever been out to my events, I might put the gloves on literally 10 or 15 times in one day with 15 people. You know what I'm saying? I end up fighting more in my yard than everybody else does. You know what I'm saying? And that's all of them put together. You know what I mean? So, so it's not really, dudes, the call outs, as long as they're respectful people, I'll come out there and we'll do it, man. You know what I'm saying? But you get those pricks, those trolls on YouTube that talk shit. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna beat your head in. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna curb you and all this other shit. You might as well not even come out there, man, because it's not gonna be a good situation for you. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well just stay on home if that's the type of shit you're into. But as far as taking it easier on some guys and some guys not, I basically I try to go at their level. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I'm the best out there, because like I said, I go to gyms that I get my ass kicked, on a regular. If I put the gloves on a raw cut, I get beat up. You know what I mean? So there's guys that I do get beat up by, not in MMA, majority of them, but definitely in boxing, because I'm not a boxer. So I basically take it at their level, man. If they fucking come out there and they try to peel my head off, then I'm probably gonna turn the heat up on you. You know what I mean? If you're sparring and you're doing it the right way, you know what I mean? And we've pretty much fell into a chess match of percentage, then we'll keep it like that. But if you got guys that just come out there and fucking act crazy, then I'm gonna take your head off.
Bro, like concerning like the events that you throw and stuff like that you guys do, like how do you have it like organized and structured where you got people like like a registering area and then they come in, security, as far as that to avoid any indiscrepancies that go on? Because like we said a moment ago, man, and you already know on your channel, bro, when you go live, I mean, you got a huge freaking platform. I mean, when you go live, you got a lot of trolls, crazy people. Oh, I'm going to show up and I'm going to do this to you. How do you control that? You know what I'm saying? When you actually have an event, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we definitely have. I got military guys out there that are definitely equipped.
Oh, cool.
To handle business, man. And we used to shake dudes down and stuff like that, but we kind of, most of the places, like especially Virginia, like we know all of our guys, we don't really have those type of issues. And I don't, and we police ourselves pretty much, man. Majority of the dudes are out there on a guns down, gloves up movement, man. So if we got 30 guys that are out there on the same type of time and one person comes in there that's not on that type of time, it's probably not gonna be a good outcome for him. You know what I'm saying? If he comes in there, because remember, there's, like I said, we might have 30 or 40 fighters out there, and like I said, I got military guy, I got real people out there that are equipped to handle certain situations, man. So it probably is not gonna be a good day for them if they come in there and act stupid, man. You know what I'm saying? And when we've had wild shit, man, go watch the cage fight with the Bloods and the Crips in the cage in Dallas, between Kunta Bang and Savage, man. I mean, they were literally geared up, man, and they were putting their masks on, and it was literally getting ready to, and we had National Geographic there filming. So this shit was really about to go down. It got so crazy that National Geographic left. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, and we had probably about 300 people in the audience and everything. So that was probably the closest time that I thought, like, all right, shit's about to really get crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, but we policed ourselves, man, and everybody took care of it. The gangs took care of it, and everybody, basically got it managed on our own, man. No cops had to show up, and honestly, man, no cops. The thing about it is, dude, is that if you have security and stuff that are out there and they start putting their hands on other gang members and shit like that, man, the outcome is probably not going to be too good, man. You know what I'm saying? If we're able to stop it ourselves, it's a little bit better, man, because, you get security guards out there that start just trying to choke them up, choke one of these guys out, man. They liable to tear the whole fucking place apart. You know what I mean? So it's better off we police ourselves. You know what I
mean? It sounds like you're not traveling right now on the road, right? Like right now, walking around.
No. I'm in the.
Yeah, because it sounds. You think you can possibly put your camera on? Maybe. Let's try it out. Maybe.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Let's see if it doesn't lag or anything, so the community can see you real quick.
Oh. What do I put? Oh, camera. I got it. I see it.
Cool. There you are. Yeah. Cool. Oh, right on. Cool.
Yeah, driving back. Got Lisa's parents back here. Cash. Lisa's up here. We're heading back to the house now.
It's still the sun's up over there still, man. Wow, I'm 2 hours ahead of you.
It's only 7:30 here, man, on the West Coast.
Wow. Okay. And now, concerning what you were saying a moment ago, so you got events where you got gangsters there and stuff. So usually, like I'm sure there are leaders, right, who keep it under control there, right?
Yeah, man. They come as groups, and man, usually they're able, like I said, they're able to police themselves and stop any type of stuff that, stop the stuff that goes on. Like I said, between the worst one, I think, was between Kunta and Savage. I think that was probably the worst gang shit, because you had guys coming in from both sides. You had Rolling 60 Crips running in there on the Bloods and stuff, and the Bloods were coming in, and girls were coming in, and girls were getting hit by dudes, and it turned into some crazy shit. But that was like the closest thing that I think happened, where I was kind of worried, like, all right, somebody's gonna go out to the car and shit's gonna get real in here, But we were able to police ourselves, and the gang leaders out there, V King and Wuda, and those guys were able to keep it cool, and everything worked out.
Oh, that's good to know, man. That's good. So that whole incident where Nat Geo was there, are they gonna follow through on what they were recording, or they just kind of called it off because it went kind of crazy there?
No, Well, they got plenty. They got plenty of footage because, man, I actually went out to a neighborhood where a blood the fight. They got a bunch of us in neighborhood projects. They got a lot of the fights on there. They did a lot of interviews. They got a lot of footage, man, to be able to make a series that really under the scene, really what goes on in there. They got a lot, man, and a lot of like hip hop artists were out there. It was pretty crazy. Everybody was in there smoking weed. I mean, it was totally drinking. They were totally, the underground scene was totally lit for them. So they definitely have plenty of shit to edit and turn into a film. They followed us for like 3 days out there, so they have plenty of footage to make a good ass underground event. We're just waiting to see. Matter of fact, Lisa was just asking me today about that. I need to call them and see exactly when they plan on putting that up because I'm anxious for that to go up too.
Bro, so I don't want to take too much of your time much more, but are you like, mentally, visually, are you prepared for what's to come? Because I'm sure this thing is gonna freaking grow more, bro. If I'm not mistaken, there are people asking you already in the chat when you go live about Europe, going over there and doing events.
Yeah, as soon as the COVID stops, we definitely plan on taking a trip to the UK. For sure. Me and Frank actually talked about going down to Mexico, man, but it's so sketchy trying to run something down there, man, because of the cartels and the certain situations, man. It would kind of be a sketchy situation for him as well. And he's Mexican, man, but he's a tatted up gang member from America, you know what I'm saying, and been in prison and stuff. So he's actually fucking not comfortable going down there either. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't comfortable, I sure as shit ain't comfortable.
Yeah, hey, I've asked you before too. In the right time, bro. I'm down here. I'm in the heart of Mexico, bro. I'm way down here. I've been here for like 15 years, bro. I'm living down here. I know how it runs. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in the future something can be done. And hey, I'll link you up, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you ever think about it, yeah.
I would definitely be down for that, man. It's like, like I said, if you got the plug, they got a buzzer that you need to buy that buzzer that they have.
How did they get it?
Got a buzzer. I don't know. They got it from the HOA or some shit. But man, dude, if you could definitely set something up down there or something like that, man, I would definitely trust you to come down there for sure. You know what I mean? If we can put on an event down there, I would definitely be down to that, man, because there's some scrappers in Mexico, man. Those dudes are badass down there,
man.
Especially on the boxing level. They're bad dudes down there, man. And I know that they do something like that in Tijuana, man. I actually was talking to a guy when I was in Cali, and they go over there and they do like these little like prize fights and stuff like that, man. But that's a dangerous situation, man. I definitely ain't fucking trying to get locked up over there for some bullshit.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I could talk to you in the background, and it's in the right time. You know what I'm saying? No rush. You know what I'm saying? In the right time. You know what I'm saying? And we could talk in the background, in the back scenes. Real quick here, let me get to the chat right here. So we got Chris Reyna, my guy again, asking, when you do your fights in different areas, how do you pick who fights you?
Fights me? I don't fight out there. I run it. But far as the fights, as far as but I put the gloves on with anybody that wants to put the gloves on, no matter what level they are. So don't get it wrong. Like I put the gloves on with everybody. But as far as picking the fights themselves, we go by weight classes and by skill level, and if they want to do MMA or box. So basically, all that is we take into consideration, man. We try not to. We don't want nobody out there getting killed, man. So we try to keep everybody as even as possible, and we try not to get guys that'll sandbag, man. We try to keep guys honest, man. You know what I'm saying? But you do have guys that sandbag, and we got guys that'll be like, man.
250 pounds.
Yeah, we had one guy that told me he was fucking 180 pounds. I was like, dude, you fuck. I was like, bitch, I'm 180. I was like, there ain't no way you're 180 pounds, man. I told dude, I said, man, go get the scale, man. I said, there's no way he's 180 pounds. And I ended up putting him with Otha for lying, and Otha beat the shit out of him. But the dude was like 260 pounds. He was like, damn, that scale's crazy. I was like, when is the last time you weighed yourself? High school, man? I was like, dude, there's no way you thought you were 180 pounds. Man, I said, that's insane. You're 260 pounds. I knew he was at least 230 just by looking at him. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, you want to lie? And you thought you were going to fight a 180 pound guy. I said, I got your ass. So I put him in there with Otha. And shit, Otha beat the hell out of him.
All right, man. Let me just get to the last ones, bro. Here, we got here. It says Jay Gibson, salute fam. He says, coming back home anytime soon. Grandy Park waiting.
Oh, Granby, hey, what's up, man? What's up, North 757? What up, man? Yeah, man. We actually got an event this weekend in Richmond. So, and we ran Portsmouth. We just had Portsmouth about 2 weekends ago. While I was down in Miami, actually, we ran an event out there. So we do got, like I said, get on our Facebook group page. It's called Official Group for U.F.L Fighters. Also, I'm on live feeds all the time on the Mighty Mouse U.F.L on the YouTube. I'm always on live feeds, so I always try to post up or tell people when and where and the locations of all the fights. You should, if you're part of the movement, man, it would probably be almost impossible for you not to know our dates, times, and locations of the fights if you're really following us close. So get on our Facebook group page. That's probably the best spot that you're going to be able to go to find out where we're going to be at next. And we, like I said, we have Richmond this weekend, this Saturday on the 8th. So we will be out there on the 8th, and we'll be running 757 again a couple times this summer in Portsmouth.
Heck yeah, I see you, big megastar. I thank you guys so much for jumping in the building, man. Those jumped in. Real quick, man. Let me get to the end of this. Chris Reyna says here, I've been debating about going out to one of his events. Renee, I talk about all these boxers. Least I can do is put myself in something. Yeah, go ahead, Chris. You already know, bro. You already know, man. Hey, and like you said, you can shoot him a Gmail, bro. And he's, Mighty Mouse is freaking down to earth, man. That's what I love about him. He's down to earth, humble. He's a real one, man. So Chris Reyna says, salute, appreciate, love what you do, Mighty Mouse. Definitely, man. Definitely, man.
You guys get off the couch and do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if it's something that you want to do, man, don't stop yourself from doing it. Fuck, I just bungee corded yesterday, man. Bungee jump. I never thought about doing no crazy shit like that. I just did that. I might be going through a midlife crisis or some shit. I never thought about fighting again. And I'm fighting again on a pro, and I'm not a boxer anyway, but just to take the risk of the injury that I possibly could be facing doing an MMA pro match June 25th is pretty serious, but I'm going to do it, man. You know what I mean? So, look, if it's something that you want to do, man, fucking do it, man. Don't postpone it, man. Make it happen.
Bro, are you gonna record that MMA pro bout?
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, Zab Judah let me put all the videos from the Fight TV up, without any issues, which was I thought there was gonna be a problem with that, but there wasn't.
That's cool.
And hopefully, with this being on Fight TV, also, hopefully with this this promotion, it probably won't be a problem either. I don't know. I hope not, because I definitely want it on my station. Or at least, if worse comes to worse, you guys will definitely have the link to watch it. But if I can, but I really would like to have the views on it on my channel.
So when's the fight? June 25th?
June 25th. We were shooting for May 28th, but he's doing the undercard for the UFC Fight Pass for the May 28th event. So it's
wow, man, wow.
Yeah, so we're gonna push mine to the June 25th.
So you're working in conjunction with Zab Judah too, man. Wow, man. I mean, you just wow. That's amazing, bro. That's amazing. So you're constantly talking to him and stuff like that.
Yeah, I talked to Zab like 3 days ago. Yeah. We're doing another event August 8th in Atlanta. Yep.
Right on, brother. Right on. Hey, I'm gonna go now, bro. I wanna go ahead and do your stuff, bro. I know you're super busy. Hey, I hope this ain't the last one, bro.
Nah, hell nah, man. I love it. Just holler at me anytime. I'm on.
Heck yeah, man. Where can they? I'm sure everybody knows, but just in case anybody here, where can they follow you and all that stuff, man?
Yeah, you can check me out on, like I said, the YouTube's our biggest platform. That's the Mighty Mouse U.F.L on the YouTube. You can pull up Mighty Mouse and it should just always pop up no matter what. I pull up ahead of Demetrius Johnson now.
Yes.
And our Facebook group page is Official Group for U.F.L Fighters, and that'll give you all of our dates, times, locations of the fights. You can mingle with other fighters. You can talk to other fighters. You can carpool in. You can find dudes to train with. We've had guys link up in fucking New Zealand off of our Facebook group page. So the sky's the limit to where you can meet people from our group page at, man. It's a huge group page, and you guys can run a guns down, gloves up fucking in Australia if you want. You know what I mean? Just you can hook up with other fighters out there no matter where you're at and do the same shit I'm doing, man. It ain't that big of a deal, and we'll definitely help support you and promote it, man. As long as you're staying on the guns down, gloves up movement, we'll help you put fucking shows together, man. I do it all the time for people.
Heck yeah. Real quick, bro. One more question. It's superficial stuff. You just got that gold grill. How does that feel, man? How does it feel?
It feels natural now. They sand your teeth down. They Novocaine your mouth. And then they sand your teeth down. They file your teeth down. You get them done at a dentist. This isn't some bootleg shit. You really go to a real dentist to do this. And these are 22 karat, so they're soft. But when I first got them put in, I was like, man, I was having trouble kind of eating with them. It was kind of weird, just having something foreign in your mouth. But now it's like just
Like
nothing.
nothing. Oh, cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
Yeah, it took about a
Salutes.
week. About a week.
Salute to Pino too. You're
Yeah.
what do you rate him on in boxing? What's the level there with Pino?
A 1.
Yeah, I
A
thought
1.
that too, man. I sparred and trained down here in Mexico in a gym, and I was thinking the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 1 or something.
Yeah.
Hey, but it's all good. He stepped
milk,
up to the plate, man.
And milk is an 0.5.
Yeah, milk, man. That's not even worth it, man. Not even worth talking about that.
He's a 0 because he didn't even come to the gym.
Man,
Yeah.
I tell you, man, it would have been cool if he popped up. You know what I'm saying? Done something nice there. You know,
dude, that cost me a lot of money, man. And for real, the only people that were willing to even put. I went to King's MMA. I went to 10th Planet. I talked to Eddie Bravo's people and shit, and they all said no. They said we don't give a shit about them people. Let them kill them. Let them kill themselves. We don't. They're not coming in this gym running shit. Wow. They didn't give a fuck about them. The only people that actually picked the gyms up was Valderay Boxing and Raw Talent, which is ran by Serenos, believe it or not. Those 2 gyms are ran by gang members. And they said they were down to run the event there, man, so nobody had to die or get killed in the streets or maybe not that may have not have happened, but
right.
But definitely the consequences of fucking fighting in the street is going to get you locked up. So for them to fight in the streets, dude knew the dates. He knew the location. You know what I mean? I don't even want to get into that bullshit, but you know, put it this way, it cost me a lot of time and money that I will never invest in ever again. If people got a beef and people got an issue, they're going to have to make their way to one of our events, man, and make it happen, man. I'm not going out of the way. I'm not spending no money. I'm not flying to your fucking area to try to put on some a fight that motherfuckers didn't want to fight to begin with. You know what I mean? I'll never do that again. You know what I mean? That was a fucking waste of time.
Exactly, man. And hey, big ups to you, man. My prayers up to you, you and your family, everybody, the whole movement, man. And I know, dude, you're gonna freaking skyrocket more in all this, bro. And you know, keep that level headedness that you got, bro, and that positivity for the youth, because the youth needs it, man. The youth, the freaking youth, man, out there nowadays, it's just going nuts, dude. And you're doing a great positive thing, bro. And I just wish the best for you, man. And we'll be in contact, all right, Mighty Mouse?
Definitely, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man.
All right, peace out, fam. Stay safe, man. All right, man. Hey, yeah, man. Yeah. So that was Mighty Mouse, family. Mighty Mouse. You see how quick he left. Boom. He's just so busy, man. It was awesome to have him here, man. Now I got to get going too, man. We almost got an hour in this. All you guys who just jumped in, man, go ahead and share this, man. Definitely, man. Mighty Mouse interview was great stuff, man. What we chopped up at the beginning of the session, it was kind of choppy just a little bit, but then it stabled out very well for the rest of the session. So, man, all you guys who jumped in, I see you guys. I didn't really shout you guys out because, you know, Mighty Mouse was speaking. I was trying to listen to what he was saying, man. So all you guys go to the playback, man. We chopped it up here with Mighty Mouse, and definitely it's not going to be a last one with Mighty Mouse, you know what I'm saying? But he's so busy, man. So it's just great stuff, man. Acondo, thanks so much for jumping in. Jay Gibson, Nuke, I see you, family. DP Rocka, man. Chris Reyna, Chain with Ice, B Megastar, definitely. I really appreciate each and every one of you for jumping in. Hodges, my guys in the building, man. Thanks so much. My brother's keeper, man. I got to get going right now. I just want to shout you guys out, man. Thank you guys so much. If I miss anyone, so sorry, man. So Chain with Ice, man. All you guys, man. Bingo OG, haven't seen you before. Go ahead and feel free to subscribe. Just a channel where we love the sport of boxing. Yeah, Bingo OG, I see you, man. So Pigeon Mike Tyson, all you guys, man. Thank you guys so much. I got to get going. Monty Brown, my guy. Phil J, Kool-Aid, man. All y'all. Thank you so much for jumping in the building, man. Renee Box Young, like I said, go to the playback, share this. You know, had Mighty Mouse, definite special guest. Peace out, fam. Stay safe, man. Thank you guys so much, right?